Hey guys, it's me, Matheus, and we are streaming. Oh yeah. Alright, okay. As always, let me self promote my stream first. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on, I will look in the chat. I will look in the chat here. Wait, okay. Let me look who's here. Hello, Iggy. Welcome, dude. How are you doing? It's glad to see you. By the way, ignore that in the background. Is a freaking neighbor's dog. Ignore that. Okay, I will self promote my stream on some servers here. Then I will start. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I'll be right back. That's good to hear. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, there's two people here. Wait, hold on. Oh hi. Hello, Cam Dog, and hello, Kitty Queen or Evelyn. Welcome, guys. How are you guys? Thanks for coming. Sorry if I was late by the hi there because I was just self promoting my stream. Oh, okay. Also, what's wrong, Evelyn? Why the sad face? I'm doing fine. That's good to hear. Cam Dog, that's good. And I see. Yeah, that's right, Iggy. Sunglasses. Oh yeah. All right, so yeah, I think I'm ready now. And okay, one more server, and then I will start. And I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Let me see. Okay, I think I am. Okay, I am. Okay, let me grab the video here and hold on a second. Let me read Evelyn's comment. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me read here. Wait, let's see. What do you say? I am horrible instruct out right now because early today at school I got into a fight in my second period. I got art class. Oh my god. Oh no. Damn. So I'm sorry to hear that. Evelyn, man, I'm really sorry to hear that. Man, you got into a fight. Damn. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah. It happens like to a lot of people. I think this kind of happened to me like kind of like that. Back on my old days of school for me. Yeah, like it happens. It happens on Evelyn. but again, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, anyways, the video that we are gonna reacting to is the ultimate Rayman Iceberg explained. So yeah, guys, a third Iceberg video on my channel here. React we are watching, and let's go. Oh god.
Okay, so we're gonna be explaining the ultimate Rayman Iceberg. I streamed my ultimate Rayman Iceberg, and this is the video made out of it. So if I talk weird at some point,
Uh,
it's because this was originally streamed, and I've cut this to
oh,
be more
okay.
bearable, so you
Okay.
don't have to like put up with my. But yeah, I have made the ultimate Rayman Iceberg. I don't use that word lightly. Though this iceberg is based not based on, but there are some shared entries with previously existing icebergs out there. So this one iceberg made by user Hackerman,
Hacker
I
man.
actually streamed myself going through some years back, but it was
Okay.
just like a joke, a shit take, a piss take, so to speak. And later
Oh god.
exists another iceberg made
My voice.
by Rayman Universe.
I'm
This
okay,
one
guys.
were a couple of the entries, so that's the thing there. Also, I should mention that even though this iceberg has upwards to like 150 entries,
Okay.
I probably still missed something or I'm getting facts wrong. So if you're in the chat right now, feel free to jump in at any moment and like correct me.
Wait,
And
let
on
me read it
YouTube,
here.
when this reaches YouTube,
And I heard a
feel
horrible
free to comment
rough
your
bus ride when I
additions
was
and
riding the
corrections, and I
bus
will make a
with my
clean
best friend
comment.
for today, and
So here's
two
my
kids
iceberg.
screaming and one kid drank
Holy,
free water
look at
bottles
this.
in the bus. The kid kept touching
Don't
my
worry,
head.
it's
Oh my god,
hilarious. I
yeah.
think
That is really annoying.
that's good.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I should also mention.
yeah, that is really annoying, Evelyn. Really annoying that these kids does. These people do on the bus. Yeah. Yeah, it is really annoying. Freaking annoying.
That this iceberg won't contain fandom stuff, only like informational tidbits, Easter eggs, and whatnot from the games themselves. So I won't be talking about your fan games or you know fandom stuff in general. Before we proceed, I should also mention that I tried to put these entries in like a logical order, but it's hard. You know, I'm a hardcore Rayman fan, so sometimes it's hard to judge what's actually known and what
Oh
isn't.
god.
So some entries that are below should probably be on layer 1 or 2 according to other people, but it's not that serious. So, alright, I think we should begin with layer 1,
All right, let's go.
Rayman merchandise.
All right, Rayman
This
merchandise.
is like a combinational entry of a bunch of merchandise products that Rayman has, because Rayman has had a lot of merchandise over the years, and it's not really that interesting. They don't merit like an own entry, so I just bundled all of them together. There's a few exceptions, but we'll get to those later on. So we have
What is that?
Rayman curiously strong reviews for
I
Rayman 2
never
the
seen this
greatest.
before.
Is this a food product?
I don't even know.
It's a tin, though I don't know what was inside of said tin. Maybe cocaine or something.
What?
We have a flask for Rayman 3.
I've never seen
We
these
have
before.
the Rayman 2 sitting against a Bosch statue. Rayman 3 sitting on a mushroom statue. That's a classic. There's actually two variants of this one. The other
Oh,
one was
okay.
released with the press kit, and the other one was released
I've
with
never
the
seen any of
N64
these toys
we
here.
have the Bunny Gonzalez figurine. We have
Rayman
Rayman
Rabbit
Box, or I think the official name is Cracks, because they're like
Rex.
cardboard. And then we have a Rayman watch.
Oh,
We have
cool.
a Rayman stamp, Rayman cap,
Ooh, a
Rayman
cap.
radio,
I
another
wish I had
Rayman
that.
watch. Different controllers. This one specifically is from the educational games, but there's a whole lot of Rayman controllers. We have the life-sized
I didn't even know
Matheus
these actually
statue. We
exist.
have a earring. I don't really know what this is. It says the live Rayman
What?
show, but that tells me nothing.
What?
We have the Rayman U2s, Rayman 3 mug, Rayman Legends Steelbook, the
Uh,
Beach Ball,
I didn't know
life-sized
Rayman Legend had a stable
Rayman surfboards that were made for a
surf
charity event, I think.
surfboard.
Rayman 2 yo-yos, the Ubisoft Store Rayman shirts that no one should buy, Rayman
Wow.
Advance promotional Super Ball, Rayman Origins pin, pencils, punching bags, Rayman Advance
Dude, how
stickers,
many stuff
Rayman
are
T-shirt,
are?
school bag, special anniversary like medallions, original stickers, coin purse,
What the
keychain,
hell was that? Okay.
another keychain, a Slinky Dinky phone,
Dude.
headphones,
Even
hood
headphone. What
lamp
the hell's
watch.
that?
Yeah, here's some more of the controllers, another watch, Rayman on a cloud figurine, the big life-sized Rayman
Oh
plushie,
god,
Rayman
that's
3 Rubik's Cube, phone cases. You get the idea. There's a lot. Rayman has
Nokia.
had a lot of merchandise over the years.
Yeah,
The Rayman
fairly.
TV series.
TV series. Oh
The
yeah,
Rayman TV
I have
series,
heard
the
of I have heard of
sci-fi
the Rayman
animated
TV show.
cartoon made after Rayman
They
2
only made
success. Alright, so Rayman and his friends,
they only
the
made
team
4
of
episodes for
Cookie,
this.
Flips, and Lackmack, get into silly antics trying to evade the claw of law. And the only returning
I mean I actually never watched the Rayman series to be honest. I actually didn't even know that there was a like a Rayman TV show. Didn't even know that. Also, what happened in my second period art class for the fight? I was just quietly drawing in my sketchbook, and a boy trying to snatch my sketchbook, tried to steal my sketchbook, but I punched him in the face. Oh damn! Okay, but okay, good because I think he deserves it for trying to touch your and trying to snatch your sketchbook. Yeah, that's what he gets. Huh. I really hate when these thing happens. Like really, like really.
character aside from Rayman is Admiral Razorbeard, and for some reason he's like a pussy in Rigatoni's Circus or something. Only 4 episodes were ever produced,
Yeah.
even though the show was planned to be a full, like 24 episode series. Brawlhalla.
Okay.
Brawlhalla is a game published by Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, Brawlhalla.
Developed
I
by.
I actually played this game. I played this game once
Who?
on my cousin's house.
It's developed by Blue Mammoth Games, and it's like a Super Smash Bros. Type game
Yeah,
where you fight
basically,
characters with other
Smash
characters.
Brothers.
And Rayman is in it. Globox and Barbara are also in it. Rayman Dicties. Rayman Dicties was one of the more obscure educational Rayman games.
What?
And the plot revolves around Rayman just chilling, and some weird human character shows up and tells him to save other human characters who have been frozen. I don't know. And there's like a freaking telebox machine he has.
What
Yo,
the
this is
heck?
just... I hate this game. Rayman's height. According to an
Rayman's
interview
height?
with Michel Ancel, Rayman is roughly 1.6
What?
meters
What?
tall.
Here's this
He's
picture.
also roughly this size whenever he appears with humans. In
This was actually a real
Is
picture.
he though? I think he's slightly smaller. But yeah, Rayman's official height is apparently 1.6 meters tall. Rayman
Okay.
Uno
Oh no.
was released as like pin for the web Uno game developed by
I didn't know that.
Because
Because I don't follow Uno.
Rayman in Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, I know this
So,
already.
Rayman actually never made it into Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But a trophy of him exists in the Wii U version of the game. This is his final trophy model.
Yeah, I already know that.
But there also exists an early unused variant of this model, which was shown.
Yeah, no, that. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. After I punch him, the boy started grabbing pencils, markers, and some scissors, and he started throwing them at me because I wouldn't give my sketchbook at him. To him, I meant. Oh my god, Jesus, man. Ugh, God. What the heck, man? Why would he do that? Only because you didn't give your sketchbook to him. Like really? Like, dude, man. Come on, dude, man. Come on. Whoever this boy is, why are you doing this to her? Why are you doing this to Evelyn? She didn't do nothing. Why are you doing this?
Off in a trailer, and it's this, and it's like really disgusting. So I'm glad they
Go.
changed it to this. It's
Yeah, it's
way
better.
better.
This one is way better.
And Rayman is
This is
also a
sweet.
spirit in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, we all know that.
So
Spirit, spirit.
naturally, because Rayman was popular, he has had multiple commercials in the
Raven
past. And
commercial.
once again,
I thought he was gonna talk about
pretty
the
sad
other
that
other no whatever.
they don't really have names, so it's not worth separating them into different categories or entries. So instead, I'm just gonna like
Raymond
show most of
commercials.
the popular ones here.
How is the
First, we
commercials gonna
have
be?
the commercial where Rayman is getting interviewed.
Okay,
Then we have
that
the one
that
where
was cool.
people turn into like
Rayman 2.
Rayman creature freaks. Then we have the iconic Man Called Ray commercials.
So, the hell?
And then we have this for Rayman M.
Dude, what are these commercials, man?
Rayman 3 has had multiple ads, but I think the most well-known one is this one.
Alright
To be
then.
Rayman 2. As most of you probably know already, Rayman 2 was originally conceived as a 2D game instead of a 3D game, and it would have been more akin to Rayman 1. And over the years, some prototype pictures has like been revealed, as well as like a playable prototype of the game existing in the PS1 version of Rayman 2. Rayman's
Alright.
Training. Rayman's Training is a little short animated film of Rayman fighting a sentient punching bag.
Never
And
seen
this
this.
animation was lost media for the longest time before it was finally found on the
Oh,
disk
okay.
of a
Okay, it's
Resident
lost me.
Evil like prototype.
Oh, it's fine.
One
Alright.
thing to point out is that this version actually lacks any music and sound. And I don't know if it's known that it should have had music, but probably. It was originally shown off at like a Ubisoft French Animation Film Festival, as far as I know. So most likely
Hmm.
it did have music and sound effects.
Alright.
Mr. Dark's Chimera.
Tamara.
So in Rayman 1, in the final boss, instead of fighting Mr. Dark face to face, you're instead pit against like amalgamations that consist of previously fought bosses. And there is
Yeah.
some debate in the community if this is Mr. Dark actually conjuring up these monsters, or if it's Mr. Dark transforming into these monsters. In my opinion, there's more evidence to suggest it's actually Mr. Dark transforming himself. Because in the boss fight, the icon remains as Mr. Dark, and every piece of old concept art shows Mr. Dark transforming instead of him spawning monsters. Place
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, we got PlayStation Classic. Let's see. I have suffered more than you think at my school in eighth grade, Matheus. I got water thrown at me. I also got into a fight with two girls in the girls' bathroom when I was doing trying to do my business. Oh my god. Man, yeah, again, really really sorry if this happened a lot to you, Evelyn. Yeah, because yeah, school is really as hell. Yeah, because yeah, to be honest, I did like suffer at school at my old days, like in first grade, because because first grade I habitually suffer more. I think that one of the grades I suffer was the first grade. What else I suffer? I suffer in fifth grade more. Fifth grade I also suffer a lot, and same for six. So yeah, those I actually suffer more. Man,
Station Classic. Rayman is featured on the PlayStation Classic mini console, the PAL version to be specific,
all
for
right,
Rayman
okay then.
cameos and crossovers. So over the years, Rayman has been featured in multiple cameos and crossovers, and once again, I did not separate these into different entries because they are very like minimal. But we're gonna go through them here. Yeah, thank you, Ike, for suggesting a lot of these. In no particular order, we have Rayman on the billboard for was a
What?
brand called Orange, promoting
This
their
is French here.
4G connectivity. Rayman on the bed sheets in
What?
Pipe the Time Quest game. Rayman as a playable character in Idle Miner Tycoon.
No, don't
Rayman
play
duets
that.
in Monster Jam. Official Rayman skins in Minecraft.
I guess in
Rayman
that before on
1
Minecraft.
in Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Rayman themed enemy in Asterix and Obelix XXL 2. Rayman as a playable character in Soul Hunters. Scary Rayman skins in Trials Fusion.
What
Rayman car
the?
decals in The Crew. Bzzt
Okay.
from Rayman 1 in Beyond Good and Evil. Rayman themed avatars
Yo,
in
Rain made a lot
Just
of
Dance.
cameos and
Rayman
appearances
Fist
in other
and other
games.
skins in Growtopia. Rayman Easter egg in Splinter Cells inside like a vending machine. Rayman promoting the soft drink Oasis or whatever. A mobile game, Something Dragons, had the Rayman Legends Dragons plush,
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
this one featured. And they actually got names for the first time ever. This one being called Grunderbite,
God.
this one being called Sea Breather. Rayman was also advertising like a plane or something at one point.
Oh my god.
There he is.
Huh.
Tonic
There,
Trouble.
there he is.
So
Oh,
Tonic
Tonic.
Trouble was a 3D platformer akin to Rayman 2, but
I never heard of
released
this.
before it. According to developer interviews, the game was made as a draft/test before playing Rayman 3D. This is a fact. It's talked about in the Rayman history book. Rayman makes 2 cameo appearances in Tonic Trouble, or at least one. In the end credits, you can see a character dressed up as Rayman, and in the first level, you can see someone splattered against a wall, but it doesn't really look like Rayman.
No.
I don't know, but yeah, definitely at least
Yeah,
one
no, it
Rayman
doesn't.
appearance. Glowbox's children.
A whole bunch of
According to the
children.
lore of Rayman 2, Glowbox has over 650 kids.
Whoa.
Most of them are blue or pink, like Glowbox and Nuglet, but there's a handful of unique individuals who are playable characters in the mini games of the Dreamcast version of Rayman 2. Rayman Brain Games. Rayman Brain Games is an educational title that's built
Oh,
on
it's
the engine
okay.
of Rayman 1. There's a whole lot of these. I'm gonna bundle them all together in this single entry because Rayman Brain Games is the most well-known one. But there's like Rayman teaches you different languages, Rayman teaches you math problems, Rayman teaches you spelling.
Popcorn yellow strip smile.
There's a huge array of these learning games, but Rayman Brain Games is like the most well-known one. Man Called
Alright.
Ray. So Man Called Ray, I already mentioned
Man
this
called
earlier
Ray.
in the commercials, but Man
Yeah,
Called
okay.
Ray, I would argue, is the most iconic and well-known piece of Rayman commercial. And
When that
the
guy
man
touches his
who
belly,
portrays
thank god.
Ray is an actor and comedian called Harris Fellman, who's still doing work today under the name Funny Bald Guy. He was
Oh,
actually
cool.
found by the Rayman community some years back. Rayman species. So, according to Rayman Origins, or at least the trailer for Rayman Origins, Rayman species is called a Thingamajig. But before that, in Rayman 1, there existed other people of Rayman species, and they weren't given a name. You know, there was a Terrazan, there was a musician, his family, and all these other characters. Rayman 2 portrayed Rayman as a special character. No other one of Rayman species existed. In Rayman 3, this was the same. In Rayman Origins and Legends, I should say Legends because Origins only had Rayman's as a different skin.
Yeah.
In Rayman Legends, though, the game treats the other Rayman characters as like the Rayman skins as their own characters, and that's it takes away from the
Yeah.
speciality of Rayman, the origin of Rayman's name.
Oh, we're gonna Raymond's
So
name.
this
Okay,
one's pretty
I'm
well
actually interested
known.
in that. Wait, hold on. I also got another fight with a girl and launched the week before the sixth grade was ending because no, because she and her friends were insulting me, calling me fatty, etc. Because of that, I threw my luck at that girl. Oh my god, oh my god, man, they call you fat? No, what? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I really hate when people like insult people, insult someone like that. It's like, oh my god, yeah, you're fat, man. You're so fat. Like, man, dude, that's just rude. Come on, like, come on, man, man. Man, you got in a lot of fights, man. Holy crap. Yeah, these people would not like leave you alone. Oh my god. Jesus.
But according to Michel Ancel, Rayman is named after a ray tracing software Ubisoft was using at the time of the development of the first game. I wonder what that software is, though. Has
Hmm.
anyone like ever found out what is this ray tracing software they were using?
I don't know.
Rayman Kart.
Okay then.
Rayman Kart is a Mario Kart ripoff featuring Rayman for
I
old Nokia phones.
never played
Is
this.
there really
Never even seen
anything
this,
else
to
to
be
say
honest.
about this? It's really crusty. You can look at some footage here. Rayman fan page.
Fan
So
page.
I know I said no fandom stuff on this
Uh,
artwork, but this is one of the only exceptions because Rayman fan page is probably the most well-known and oldest Rayman fan site in the
and then
world. And the
I
reason why I'm
never
including it here is because the site is still up, and many of us spent
still up. Oh, wow.
hours on that website as a kid, just clicking links, going from pages to pages, because the site really has this like whimsical magic to it. I'm sure many of old school Rayman fans can
Thank
relate.
you.
Sex bomb. So
What?
there exists animation. There exists an animation of Rayman
Sex
singing the
bomb.
song "Sex Bomb" by Tom Jones. The version Rayman sings is performed by Max Rabe. Okay, based on the song by Tom Jones. The animation has been featured in the community for the longest time, and it's one of the most well-known memes. It wasn't until very recently where it was found out that the animation was actually a test animation made for one of the many cancelled Rayman 4s.
Oh, okay.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
So
Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is a famous songwriter and rap artist, I'm pretty sure, and he was featured in a commercial promoting Rayman Legends ports to the next gen consoles, next gen consoles like Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And in the commercials, he gets sucked into Rayman's world.
Wow.
McDonald's figurines. So earlier we had
Figurines.
an entry for
Oh yeah.
Rayman
Oh yeah. That one.
Origins, but
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah. The third one there. That Raymond there. The one he said on what is that that purple vegetable there. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I do. Big Mario Fan 100 has that figurine there. He has that one there. He has that one there. Yeah, my mouse is pointing out there. I'm not sure if is my mouse even showing. I don't know.
I think this one deserves its own spot because I think this is the most iconic piece of Rayman
Yeah,
merchandise.
that's
The McDonald's figurines. Released
yeah.
during Rayman 2 hype,
So that's what that
McDonald's
Rayman
gave away
one is from.
figurines with their
This
Happy
figurine. I
Meals.
didn't actually even
They
know
used to be pretty
those
rare, but
McDonald's
nowadays
figurines.
the eBay is littered with them. So they go for ridiculously high prices, and I suggest no one to actually pay that much for them. Rayman
Alright,
4.
yeah.
So Rayman
Rayman 4. God, we're not even not even an hour here. I am used to people messing around with me and insulting me, Matheus. It was like this for me since back in elementary school, all because of how I look at my way. Oh yeah, yeah. I know how you feel. So yeah, I know. Yeah, I know how you feel.
Rayman 4 is the
Rayman
fourth
4.
installment in the series that was never released.
Ah,
There have been multiple different
that
iterations of the
sucks.
conceptual Rayman 4, of which the most notable versions are Rayman 4 by Phoenix Interactive and Rayman 4 Raving Rabbits, before being turned into a minigame collection. Most of what we know of Phoenix Interactive's Rayman 4 is through leaked concept arts from over the years. The game is also mentioned and talked about in the Rayman history book, and the plot would have revolved around Rayman partaking in a boot camp of sorts for video game heroes. Dark Rayman would have also appeared and been like a glitch in the Matrix or
This
something
would
in
have
the
been like
game,
a
as
fun
the
game.
game would have been self-aware in some way that it exists in a video game or something like that.
Uh,
There's a lot of
just
story details that are still like contested by the fandom, so we're not gonna dig too deep into any specific version of Rayman 4 here. There's claims that there's more Rayman 4s out there, and then there's different story details for Phoenix Interactive's Rayman 4. So we're not gonna like dwell in it for too long. Another version of Rayman 4 was being worked on by Ubisoft Montpellier before being turned into a minigame collection, Rayman Raving Rabbits.
Oh yeah,
The
there
game
are
would
rabbits.
also be in a 3D platformer, where you control Rayman in a more open environment, infiltrate rabbit bases, free your friends from cages, and ride different creatures. Unlike Phoenix Interactive's Rayman 4, some prototype builds of this version of the game have actually leaked. That's where we got most of our information from. The leaked prototypes for Rayman Raving Rabbits also feature a bunch of unused story tidbits like Rayman's girlfriend Simone and Andre's girlfriend Fairy Monique. Alright, that's layer one. Time for layer two.
Oh yeah, number two.
The SNES prototype. So it is somewhat
What?
of common knowledge at this point that Rayman originally started development for the Super Nintendo. Some footage of this version
I
came
did not
from
even know
magazine
this.
articles, and a ROM of this build was also leaked by Michel himself. And the ROM is actually playable, though it doesn't contain a lot of stuff. It's just a single like
Oh god.
area. I should also mention that the SNES prototype had co-op, and the co-op never made it to the
Rip.
final game. Candy Shutter in Atari Jaguar. So the Atari Jaguar version of Rayman 1 contains a bunch of differences compared to the other versions. But one of the most iconic differences is that Candy Shutter is completely different. It lacks the pan sliding section and Dark Rayman section, and those are replaced by completely new levels, which use objects that are not used in any other version, aside from Rayman Designer, of course. Episodic Rayman Origins.
Pathetic.
When
Alright.
Rayman Origins was first announced, it was said that the game would be an episodic title, though this was later changed and the game was released as a one whole package. Probably because Ubisoft realized it would be a bad idea to release the game episodically.
Oh, okay then.
Episodic titles were also like a fad at the time. Football mascot. Rayman was a football mascot for
Football
the
mascot.
French team in
Wait,
football.
Rio de Janeiro's there.
The year is a mystery. I
Oh
don't
my god,
remember, and I
it's
do
my
not follow
area, Rio de
football. He was
Janeiro.
there. He was the official mascot. This turned out to be an April Fool's joke.
Oh, okay, I thought it was April Fool's.
Sorry, couldn't keep straight.
No, Space Mama is dead. What? Oh wait. I am not the kind of girl who likes to make a problem with people and starting fight maps. I hate fight and starting fight. I do my thing without. Yeah, I really hated that. I really, yeah, I don't. I hate it. I hate it too. Evelyn. I really hate fights in school because God, it's so freaking bullcrap. Like yeah, because it's like I just want to ignore that. I just want to ignore that. Like yeah, there's like, dude, I'm like, dude, I don't want to pick up a fight to you. Like, come on, man. Or else I'm gonna tell the principal or your parents.
Guys, Space Mama is dead. According to the manual of Rayman
Space
3,
Mama.
it is stated that one of Razov's ancestors
I never
has
played the
killed
Freight
Space
Rayman game.
Mama
I forgot to say
as
that.
part of a hunting ritual. Here it's cool. In the cancelled story draft for Rayman 1,
Shit.
the idea was that the game would take place inside a computer, and the world would have been called Here It's Cool. The General. The General is a character from Rayman 2 who appears in one of the final cutscenes selling Razorbeard, the Grolgoth. This character is actually directly ripped from Tonic Trouble, where he appears in the opening cinematic. I don't know, spanking Ed or something. Ed is dead.
Again,
A skeleton
another
of
character
Ed
dead.
from Tonic Trouble can be seen in one of the cutscenes for Rayman Arena on the background, just hanging there. Rayman 2 GBA. We have Rayman 3 for GBA, but that game initially started development as Rayman 2 for GBA. It's pretty evident when you look at all the similarities and story progression of the game, especially with the Robo-Pirates, but
Excuse
early
me there.
prototypes showcase even more proof that it started development as Rayman 2.
Wow.
Rayman and the Moldies.
Huh.
So this
Moldies.
is a Rayman cartoon that was announced in some years back that would have featured Rayman as a baby and some other ball-shaped characters
What?
apparently called the Moldies. according to the directors of this show, it never got the green light, and it was like cancelled before it
To be
even got
honest, I don't think I will
production.
watch that because maybe for him
Rayman
no.
2 PS1. Not really sure if this would like require its own entry, but I like to include it here anyway because maybe not many people have played this or known about this. Rayman 2 for
I didn't know
PS1
this.
has multiple differences versions. It has different levels, a lot of cut levels. There's anti-tools from Rayman 1. The boss fight, the final boss is different. It has the 2D Rayman prototype in it. Apparently, the game is based on an earlier build of the game, which explains all these differences. Rayman sound effects. So this is more of a funny little thing. But did you know that every Rayman sound effect is a stock sound effect for Rayman 1, 2, and 3? For 2 and 3, not every, but most of them are. I would argue that 90 to 95% of all sound effects for the first 3 games are stock sound effects. For the first one, definitely all of them, though, except the dialogue pieces for the PC version. Rayman Garden.
Okay.
Rayman Garden is an obscure mobile game featuring Rayman.
Never seen
You
this.
control
Yeah,
Rayman's
yeah,
head
yeah.
in a
This is
maze,
basically
and you
yeah.
must
It
like
is
memorize the
obscure.
maze layout and collect things while Dark Rayman chases you. The game only ever came pre-installed with the Mitsubishi Triumph Eclipse phones. Lee in Rayman 3. According to old story concepts, Lee was actually supposed to be featured in Rayman 3, and an old render test of her actually exists. Oh, and a statue of her is also featured in as an Easter egg in the game. Alice.
Okay. The worst part in the fight in my second period of our class, there was a substitute teacher. Today she saw the whole entire thing and she stopped the fight. But I got in trouble. I was one who started. I got in trouble and I was one who started. Aw, aw, damn. That sucks, man. Aw. Yeah, I really, yeah, we hate getting in trouble. Yeah, Alice Mense? What? Who the heck?
Mansei. According to the scrapped Rayman Origins story bits, the magician was originally supposed to be called Alice Mansei. Like, that was his real name, and the magician would have been his title. Apparently, the name is Pig Latin for salesman. Begoniac's boss music. In Rayman 3, when you fight Begoniax, she does not have an exclusive boss music track, except for the
Really?
PS2 version and GameCube. 100%
Okay
on
then.
Rayman Raving Rabbids is impossible to get. So,
Oh,
due to a scoring glitch in
100%
the
again.
game, reaching 100% is actually impossible. The last challenge in the game that gives you 10,000 points unlocks at 174,000 points,
I haven't
and
played on
there
like.
are 183,000
I think I only
racing
played
lanes in the
like
game.
one Rabbit game.
That's why the Glowbox kids never got saved. Rayman 4
But I did play the other
GBA.
like crossover one.
So Rayman Raving Rabbids
But I
received
did play like the
four.
other one. Mario plus Rabbids Battle Kingdom and Part of Hope. Did play those.
For the GBA. It wasn't really a port, it was a completely different game, a 2D platformer instead of a minigame collection. And this actually started as a port of the Rayman 4 made by Phoenix Interactive. And we have a bunch of proof because reverse engineering attempts show bunch of early enemies and sprites that reference the
Uh,
concept art of
heck.
Phoenix Rayman 4. There's the skins as well as some enemies that were shown off in concept art. 2D Madness. 2D Madness is a minigame in Rayman 3 that you unlock with a certain point threshold, or in the GameCube version if you connect the Game Boy Advance game to your GameCube. It's a 2D platformer segment that uses graphics from Rayman 1. Music mode. In Rayman M, if you enter a specific cheat, you can activate what is known as the music mode. This mode plays a crazy a cappella track apparently performed by the music theme of the game. Music mode song is also in Rayman Arena and plays while you're frozen by another player. Rayman's pants. So Rayman doesn't have legs, so he iconically doesn't wear any
Yeah,
pants.
he only has
He either wears a
limbs.
bodysuit or a
Yeah, he
shirt.
doesn't have limbs. That's what
For
I mean.
some
No,
reason,
no, he
when some
does.
of the
Yeah, but I was gonna say Raymond does not wear limbs.
cover art for Rayman Raving Rabbids, Rayman is seen wearing pants. You can also equip him with pants in the game itself.
What?
My personal theory is that since this game is from the era of pants, where everyone was wearing pants all of a sudden, they also wanted to give Rayman
Yeah.
pants.
Like,
Sam is dead. In Rayman
oh,
3,
game
the
with his
Roto's
dad.
version, we can see a
Yo, what
statue
is with these
that looks like
like stuff? This stuff with dad on. Oh, see, told me to go ish because I was the one who started the fight. Even I wasn't. She was. She saw the boy still my sketchbook and drawing pencil and marking consider at me. Oh my god! I hate that when it happens. I hate that then you got the blame of which you didn't do nothing. Like you didn't do nothing. The other boy did it first, not you. Like really. Who should have got the blame is the boy, that boy that you're saying. Should be him to get the blame, not you, Evelyn. Ah, I hate that.
Sam.
Also, drawing Cedric that will hurt you. Cedric is actually the most thing that hurts you.
It is not confirmed if it is Sam or just something of someone else of his species. But generally, it is assumed that it is Sam. Rayman 1 scrapped content. So over the
Scrap
years, a
content.
bunch of scrapped content from Rayman 1 has been revealed to the world through magazine
Hmm.
articles, leaked prototypes, and whatnot. I kind of just wanted to include this here to mention it and maybe show some pictures on screen right here. But generally speaking, I could make an entire dedicated Rayman 1 Iceberg. Maybe I will, actually, maybe I will. Lee in Rayman M.
Okay.
According to old concept art and whatnot, Lee was originally supposed to be a playable character in Rayman M, but was later replaced by Tilly. We can actually see
Alright.
Lee on the back cover of
Yeah, we can see
one
her
of
there.
the versions of Rayman 2. I think it's the PS2 version. But yeah, she's there.
Yeah, I think.
Rayman is afraid of snails. According to
Fred
the
Snails.
It's Good to Be the King song, Rayman is afraid of snails.
I know he was afraid of
Games.
snails.
So Rayman has had multiple Flash games back in the day. Some of the more notable Flash games being
Flash
Rayman
games.
Web-based, which is a really crusty, like port, quote-unquote port of the first level of Rayman made in Flash. Rayman Game Boy Color, which
Alright, let's see. Yeah, he was drawing safety Cedric. I mean, oh, okay, oh safety. Okay. Okay, let's. Okay.
which is a similar, like quote-unquote port of the Game Boy Color version made in
Wow.
Flash. Rayman versus Calcut, which is like a word puzzle game where the player has to quickly type out words on screen to save baby glow boxes. Rayman 3 The Shooting Test, which was a Rayman 3 themed shooting gallery.
Yeah,
Rayman
yeah,
South
yeah.
Fast
This was
Go,
Flash
which
games,
is a
right,
Rayman
guys?
Origins
Flash
themed
games,
how far can you shoot
and
kind of
back in the
game.
day.
Glowbox 2001, where you shoot glow boxes in England. Scopes
What?
in Dream Forest. On the back of the Atari Jaguar box of Rayman 1, there is a picture that shows Scopes in the Dream Forest. And the reason why this has its own entry is because I'm sure I'm not the only one that got fooled by this picture as a kid. Kid me genuinely thought there's a secret level or something that would have like a Scopes fight in the Dream Forest. Obviously, this is not the case. So whatever this picture is, picture of an early prototype, a fake screenshot, who knows? Teensy Highway Easter eggs. In the Teensy Highway levels in Rayman 3, there's a couple of Easter eggs that can be seen on the background. First, there's the Star Trek ship,
Dude,
USS Enterprise, I think it's called.
that looked like something else. Oh
See a
god.
screenshot of Rayman 1. Rayman Zone magazine. After the release of
No,
Rayman
a
3,
magazine.
a magazine called Rayman Zone was released.
Yeah, there was a
Only
magazine.
one issue was released physically. I have it, and you can look at it here.
Cool.
Hands down. Rayman had its own little fort,
Wait, what is that again?
and you can look at it here. Hands down.
Oh, hands down. Okay, wait, hold on. She something again. Yeah, Maps. I told TJ about the fight in my second class. Not full detail, but still. Okay. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You don't need to tell everything on here. You don't need to tell everything on stream. So yeah. So you don't need to tell everything. Okay. So yeah.
own. Rayman had its own little four-page one-off comic called Hands Down.
I didn't even know Rayman
It
had
takes
comics
place in the
either.
setting of Rayman 2 and features Rayman fighting the Robo Pirates. 1000 Yellow Llama. According to the lore of Rayman 2, once the part of the
Lums.
world is destroyed by the pirates, it splits into 1000 individual yellow lums, and Rayman is tasked with collecting them all. However, during a cutscene, Razorbeard eats the 1000 yellow lum, actually reducing the counter by one for the rest of the game. Despite this, you can still find the 1000 llama as an Easter egg in most versions of Rayman 2. In the original version, it can be found near the end of the Tomb of the Ancients from a secret passageway where you must fight some robber pirates and other enemies to acquire it. In Rayman Revolution, the yellow llama can be found from the same chest you get the llama radar from after defeating Clark. In the PlayStation 1 version, the 1000 yellow llama doesn't appear, and during the cutscene, Razorbeard eats a red llama instead. The 3DS version of the game has the same secret location, but due to a bug with the spider web not being bouncy, you can't reach it normally without damage boost.
Damn.
The 1000 yellow llama can also be found in the Game Boy version of Rayman 3 after you collect all 50 cages, 999 llams, and beat the final challenge level.
Dang.
Raymanian. Raymanian is the original language the characters speak in Rayman 2. The language
Right?
is also named One Day by a Rayman series timeline that was made to commemorate Rayman's 20th anniversary. In Rayman
Oh.
Origins, the characters speak Pig Latin, Oopie Doopie, or other stupid word puns instead of Raymanian. I gotta add that spice, every now and then when I'm talking about Rayman, I gotta add words like stupid and like bad, worst version or best version. That's like the spice that gets people.
Wait, what? Wait, let me see her. She is fine. She can type everything. I mean, like, she doesn't need to, but yeah. So yeah.
Rayman M Glowbox Easter egg. In Rayman M, in the level 1000 Waterfalls, you can find Glowbox chilling on the beach if you take a detour through some bushes. Last Supper.
Okay,
In
that
Rayman
was
3, in the Hoodlum headquarters level, if you go through a gap in the wall, you can find the Last Supper painting made out of the Robopirate models from Rayman 2, where Razorbeard is Jesus Christus. Everybody
hmm?
loves Rayman. Everybody
Oh,
Loves
I know this.
Rayman was the name of a little animated sketch
Oh, I know this. Okay, this I remember. This is from Mad.
featured in the Mad TV show that parodies the sitcom series Everybody Loves Raymond. It features Rayman as the main character, being obnoxious, and his brother being Glowbox and
Yeah, yeah. The parody that River Lost Raymond, which I never see. Ever Lost Raymond.
Bettila is the wife, and Mr. Dark is also there or something.
Yeah,
It's good to be
that
the
was
king.
pretty funny.
To promote Rayman 2, Ubisoft teamed up with Sony Music Media and the French pop group known as Royal V to produce a song about Rayman. The single was released on both CD and vinyl. Rayman Origins unused subtitles. In the PS Vita version of Rayman Origins, some subtitles regarding the secret murals were found that actually explain what's going on instead of just leaving it up for interpretation. But these strings are not used in the actual game itself. Japanese colors. For the Japanese version of Rayman 2, many of the characters received a different color palette.
Oh, yeah,
Rayman's
oh,
clothing
different colors.
was blue, Clark's jacket was green, Lee's bodysuit was like white lilac, Polokus's
Oh, that's interesting.
or was it Yano? Either way, a bunch of the
Like,
characters
like
received
different
a
versions.
real
Hmm.
overhaul, made them maybe
Wait. Hold on a second. Wait. Oh God, I wasn't even notice the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. There must be something wrong with me. They're all. There must be something wrong with me to deserve all of this, Memphis. No, what? Evelyn, you don't deserve all of this. You're a great friend to us. Like, you don't deserve all of this bad stuff. Like, come on, you don't deserve all of this. Like, all of us are here for you. Come on, Evelyn. We like you as a friend. Like, yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just these bad people keep doing bad stuff to you. Yeah, there's just one. They're trying to ruin your life, but we don't want them to ruin your life. Ruin your life. We want your life to be great. So yeah, So yeah, yes I am, Evelyn. We want you to be happy. We don't want you to be sad.
Or cute, I guess. Rayman's limbs.
No
So
lip.
Rayman's
What the
most
hell? Oh
iconic
god.
feature is that he has no limbs.
To what?
Originally,
Okay, to be honest.
Rayman was conceived to have limbs, but they were quickly cut due to console limitations
Yeah,
to
yeah,
just
yeah.
spare
Well, I'd
full
rather have
smooth
Rayman,
animation. There
Rayman, Rayman
exists
with no
official
limbs.
pictures of Rayman with limbs, one that was made for an old document, and one that was posted on a
Oh,
wiki
yo,
post
Rayman
on
got a
the
grip.
Rayman Legends Facebook. Rayman in ice.
Oh yeah,
during the
yeah. This is what I was thinking.
during the height of Super
Yeah, I
Smash
was
Bros.
thinking of
Ultimate
this.
hype, some people claimed to see Rayman's model, or at least something that resembles his model, inside an ice spike in the battlefield stage. This led to a theory slash running
Oh
joke in the
god.
fandom that Rayman would burst out of the ice in his fighter reveal trailer. This never ended up happening.
Oh god. Poor Rayman,
Oh,
man.
this is
I
so
really wish you. I really wish
funny.
he was in Ultimate. Horrible.
Free him. Oh,
Oh
Rayman
god.
Amiibo.
Oh,
So this doesn't
Rayman
necessarily
Amiibo.
mean amiibos, but one leaked insider trailer, I guess, of Rayman Legends shows people putting like a rabbit's figurine and a heart figurine on the Wii U gamepad, and they would like affect
I
the
didn't even
game
know this.
itself.
I don't remember.
Though
I
it
don't
was
remember
later
this.
said by one of the devs that this was never an intended feature in the game, just a joke trailer they made to make
Yeah,
fun of
that really looks like
Toys
a
to Life
joke.
games that were popular at the time. Later, Ubisoft would make a Toys to Life game called Starlink Battle for Atlas, and it would flop tremendously. Also, in the files for Super Mario Maker for 3DS, Rayman is actually mentioned in the names for the Amiibo figurines, though an official Rayman Amiibo was never released.
Yeah,
Enter the
rip.
New Hero. Enter the New Hero is another short comic featuring Rayman.
I
This
don't even
comic
know.
was featured in the monthly magazine to promote Rayman 2, to get the Japanese audience more accustomed with Rayman and his moveset and whatnot. Rayman 2's bad ending. In Rayman 2, when you reach
Bad
the Tree of
ending.
Bad Dreams, in most versions you are given a choice. You can either choose the elixir to save your friend Clark or the gold. If you choose the gold, the game cuts to a shot of Rayman chilling on a beach on a small island, and he's like fat.
Yo, what is
And
it?
apparently he gave up on saving the world. And that's the
Wow,
last end of the
Rayman.
game. Rayman 4 Sunshine of Trip. Rayman 4
Sunshine
Sunshine of
Strip.
Trip is
Off
the
strip.
most well known and maybe even the only proper, quote unquote, proper Rayman
Did he
bootleg.
burp there?
It was for the Game Boy and it was made by the company Syntax.
He's basically burping
Menesis.
there.
Menesis is a minigame in Rayman 2 where you use other letters to shoot up other letters. The game was in the PC version and the Nintendo 64 versions unlockable via various cheats, but in the Dreamcast version it was available as a downloadable bonus. And that's the end of Layer 2. So
Layer,
now we are
layer
on to Layer
free.
3, Drawn to Life. Rayman was featured as one of the base playable characters in an early build for the game Drawn to Life from 2007. People could use this as a base to draw their own character. Fight the virus. Fight the virus is a phrase seen in the game over screen of Rayman 1. The phrase harkens back to the early development of Rayman 1 when Mr. Dark was still supposed to be a computer virus. The phrase can be seen repeated in early concept art and the SNES prototype written on the walls like graffiti.
It's not a reference to coronavirus in Rayman Redemption.
Catch 'em all. Catch 'em all is a scrap
Catch
mini
'em all.
game from Rayman Legends where the player would have used the Wii U gamepad touchscreen
I
to move little
don't actually
frog
don't remember
characters
this.
from one basket to another. This minigame was actually shown off at E3 2012, but never made it into the final game.
Damn, that
Parts
sucks.
of this mode can still be found in the PS Vita version of the game.
Okay.
Called Electoons. Electoons reappear in Rayman Mini, but for some reason they don't have any hair and they're completely bald, even in
That
the
is
game
her.
files.
They look weird with my
Rayman
hair.
3 for PS1. Okay, this title name is misleading on purpose. Rayman 3 was never released on PS1.
No, it was not.
This talks about the cheat code in the PS2 version of the game that activates crusty graphics. that make the game look more PS1 like. Rayman 3 Aquatic World. Rayman 3 has a lot of scrapped worlds, concepts, and other things, but one of the most known ones is the Aquatic World, which would have been an underwater world featuring washing machines and hoodlums taking advantage of the world's oceans to wash their dirty rags. This game was originally supposed to have a more prominent story. Unused strings and the entire script have been
Mm.
found from the game files over the
Vegetable.
years. I'm gonna directly quote Ray Wiki here. In this scrap scenario, the magician's real name would have been Alice Mansey. He was bullied and ostracized by the other teensies at Magic School for his poor magical abilities. Although he helped Rayman to overcome Mr. Dark in the original game, he secretly admired the villain's dark and mysterious nature and wanted to emulate him. He also ended up developing a hatred for the Bubble Dreamer, whose nightmares had repeatedly overcome the Glade of Dreams
Yo,
and brought
Rayman, what you
constant
doing?
death to its inhabitants. The magician concocted a plan. He hid a microphone in the snoring tree so that the hero's snoring would irritate and ultimately start a war with the
Ah,
inhabitants of the living dead. Although the microphone, disguised as a flower, can still be seen in the game itself, it is never made clear who placed it there.
yeah.
Throughout the game, the magician pretends that he is still friends with the heroes, allowing him to collect llams from them in exchange for electoons, which they can use to reach new areas. In the scrapped plot, he used these llams to power his mechas, gigantic machines which he was building to take over the Glade of Dreams, imposing order and eliminating the chaos of Bubble Dreamer's nightmares. So this story is funny because the final game kind of follows this, though the story is never explained in the game itself.
Yeah, it was never. It's
You know,
fine.
not much in the final game contradicts this story, but it's scrapped in the sense that they don't they don't tell the story in the game.
Yeah, they don't.
Rayman 3 scrapped story. According to scrapped
There's a lot of
footage
thing
and
about
photos
Rayman
of the
3.
covers of Rayman 3 HD and early demo discs, Rayman 3 originally had a much darker story akin to Rayman 2. Characters like Murphy, Clark, and Lee would have returned, and Rayman would have been tasked with finding special silver llams from across the world. The devs thought that the game was a bit too dark, so they tried to lighten the mood by turning the humor to the maximum.
Yeah, of
There's a
course.
porn in the game.
What?
In an
What?
interview regarding
Wait,
the development
what?
of Rayman 2, Michel Ancel has told a story of how one of the co-developers thought a specific spiky tentacle animation where a tentacle was going in and out between two other tentacles was very
No.
sexual. And
This
apparently
is
he
real.
screamed out loud, "There's porn in the game, Ansel."
Oh my god.
Apparently there wasn't enough time to change this animation, so it's still visible in the final game if you know where to look.
Okay
2D
then.
Nightmare. 2D Nightmare is an unlockable bonus level in Rayman 3, just like 2D Madness. But due to a bug in the Game Boy Advance version, you can't unlock
Dude, that one was
cheats.
crazy, man.
This minigame was kind of like an urban legend for the longest time back in the day, until reverse engineering efforts and asset ripping proved its existence. The CPA engine, CPA standing for Common Programming Architecture, also known as the Open Space Engine, is the name of the engine Rayman 2 and Tonic Trouble use. A number of other games were also developed with this engine, most notably some Disney
Hmm.
games like Donald Duck Quack Attack, Disney's Dinosaurs, and later Rayman games like Rayman M, Rayman 3, and even Rayman Raving Rabbits for the Nintendo DS. Knowledge of the World. The Knowledge of the World is a series of texts which give important info regarding the lore of Rayman 2. They can be obtained by collecting yellow llams, but are completely omitted from the PlayStation and PlayStation 2 versions of the game. Mechanical Sam. Based on old renders, Sam was apparently originally more mechanical looking. Even though the actual model for this more mechanical looking Sam isn't included in the final game, some remains of it were found in the PS1 version of Rayman 2. Some fitting textures were also included, and when they're combined, this is what you get.
That. Okay.
Rayman
Well, okay then. Wait, hold on a second. I'm. Wait. Hold on a second. Let me see. I forgot to mention Matheus, but the boy wants to fight me tomorrow. Am I? What? Oh my god! No. Oh boy. Why? Why does he want to fight? Oh my god. Only because of that. Oh god, that is so stupid. These things are so stupid. Doing like he doing he's the one who started. I mean, Evelyn, you should tell the the principal or his parents what he did. So yeah, you should tell them what he did to you. So yeah, so, yeah man, and now he wants to fight you. Oh no, oh god, Rayman Forever virus.
Forever virus. Multiple versions of Rayman 1 expansions, like Rayman Forever, contain files which were infected by a CIH Trojan virus. The virus was neutralized at some point before the files were put on the disk, and even if it was active, it wouldn't really be a problem today. Funnily enough, the GOG version of Rayman Forever some of these infected files. Files aren't dangerous. If you play Rayman Forever from GOG today, you are not in danger. Rayman Origins scrapped content. Since going through a
Okay then.
turbulent development history, Rayman Origins has a lot of unused content. Some of the most notable things are the enemies, like the giant ants, fish, and other creatures, as well as the nymphs. Most of the enemies were seen one way or another in early trailers or the Daily Bubble blog posts, but they didn't
Yeah.
make it into the final game. And regarding the scrapped nymph, here's a personal theory of mine. Since she wears kind of like an air attendant style of clothing, my theory is that she was originally supposed to be the nymph of moody clouds, like the sky world, before the sky
Yeah.
world was turned into whatever the Tinsy magician is doing in Rayman Origins. Ray Girl. So Ray Girl is the unofficial name given to the
Oh,
female
okay.
counterpart of Rayman's. There have been multiple different iterations of Ray Girl over the years, but none of them actually made it to the games themselves. In the SNES version of Rayman 1, the
Oh
second
god,
character
what the hell?
controlled a
Do
female
that
version of
one.
Rayman with a blue boob
That's
and
right.
green shoes. And of course, the co-op mode never made it into the
Ray
original
girl.
game. In the prototype of Rayman Raving
What
Rabbits,
the heck
Rayman
is
was
this?
supposed to have a girlfriend named Simone, who Rayman would have saved from the rabbits.
What?
In the PlayStation Vita version of Rayman Origins, the player
Ray
finds two
Rayman,
secret
you're
lore
bald.
rabbits, of which one actually reveals that Rayman once had a wife called Raynette. So I guess she technically made it into the game. Once had? Oh, maybe I should also mention that according to the lore tidbits, they broke up because Rayman grew hair. She hated it,
Really?
apparently.
She has weird.
Uglet in Rayman
Whatever.
Origins. Thanks to unused dialogue, it is revealed that Uglet was at some point meant to be a playable character in Rayman Origins. Rayman 3
Better not
HD
rather.
quirks. Rayman 3 HD was a port of Rayman 3
Yeah,
for
I
more
mean the
modern
blood box is on
devices,
the.
but this version of the game is notorious for featuring multiple like glitches and game-breaking stuff. There's a bunch of graphical issues, graphics being upside down, water flashing real quickly, and
Wait, wait, hold on. Let me. Okay, wait, no, stop it. Okay, let me see. I want to read her comment. Thank you. Also, I checked my Discord DMs, and one of my friends from school sent me a screenshot and of what their friend what their friend about me. He was talking crap about me, and it's fake that I'm just too loud noises. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. God, man, he would not leave me out. He would not leave you alone, man. Holy crap.
and we also have a game-breaking glitch where if you exit the final stage before completing it, you hard lock the save file and you need to start again from the first level. Candy World in Rayman Fiesta Run. In the mobile game Rayman
Fiesta
Fiesta
Run.
Run, if you pay up to
I never played
5,000 crowns, you
Fiesta
can enter a
Run.
secret candy-themed world. Unlike the other food worlds in Rayman Origins and Legends, this one takes a lot more inspiration from Candy Chateau of Rayman 1. Yano in Rayman Origins. Even though Yano
Jano.
does not make an in-game appearance in Rayman Origins, he is mentioned in the manual and the official website. It is stated that he was the result of the Bubble Dreamer's first nightmare, and now he harasses the land by creating dark toons left and right.
Ah,
Jade Engine. Another engine used by Ubisoft, developed for Beyond Good and Evil, and later used for many other games too. Out of the Rayman series, it was used for Rayman Raving Rabbits. Edith up in Fiesta Run. So this is another interesting one because RayWiki claims that she does not appear in the game, only her sprites can be found from the game files. But I vividly remember seeing her in the game, which is crazy. I don't know if
huh.
that's like scary Mandela analog effect, But yeah, I remember seeing Edith up with her updated Rayman Legends look in the game. Maybe next to like an update window or something like that. But yeah, she's the only fairy to ever release. I mean, get Rayman Legends like graphical update treatment. Sonic game clone. Raving Rabbids mobile games developed by Gameloft
Sonic Game.
bear striking similarities
The
with
Sonic
Sonic the
clone.
Hedgehog. Rayman runs super fast, rolls into a ball, and goes through loop-de-loops. I don't actually know if this is another Sonic game that just got a sprite for it, but yeah, it's Sonic game. Rayman 3 dub differences. So Rayman 3 was translated and dubbed into multiple languages. The languages other than French are notorious for having multiple timing errors and characters speaking over each other. Apparently some of the other languages even include actual dirty words.
Dirty
The
word.
Spanish dub also lacks the iconic "See you in Rayman 4" line completely. Atari Jaguar slippery physics. So I don't really know if this deserves an entry, but I thought it's fun to mention. In the other Jaguar version of Rayman 1, slippery physics don't exist. Levels like Allegro Presto and Eraser Planes that usually revolve around Slippy Dip are altered drastically. 68 prototypes. In 2024,
Prototypes.
in total, 68 prototypes related to Rayman 3 GPA were released to the public. These prototypes contained a lot of unused stuff and were finally concrete evidence of how Rayman
Wow.
3 GPA started development as Rayman 2 GPA. Rayman 1 for 32X and 3DO. Based on old magazine articles and promotional materials, it is known that Rayman 1 was originally also supposed to receive ports for the Sega 32X add-on and 3DO console. Some video footage of the 32X port even exists from E3 1995. These ports were cancelled and never released.
Damn.
Capture the flag in Rayman Advance. Thanks to reverse engineering efforts and some developer interviews, it has been revealed that a multiplayer capture the flag mode was being worked on for Rayman Advance before being scrapped.
And
Early multiplayer maps and code related to this mode have been found. Here's a separate video by Ray Carrot, which you should watch if you're interested in the topic.
Okay.
Rayman Tribe and Rayman Shooting Fish. Rayman Tribe and Rayman Shooting Fish are the project names for two different projects which were later combined into one, Rayman M. Rayman Tribe would have been the racing parts, and Shooting Fish would have been the battle parts. Early concepts for both show far more Rayman 2-esque design than what we made it into the final game. Rayman 2 tank controls. So early footage of Rayman 2
Two
shows
tank controls.
Rayman with tank controls. According to developer interviews, Ubisoft was pushing for tank controls because they were the standard way to control 3D platformers. But Michelin persisted and wanted full analog instead, and that's what we got. Rayman 2 DRM. Rayman 2 has a very notorious DRM. I'm sure that
God, I'm tired.
people know of stories that kids got scared because if you had a pirated copy or something changed, a huge pirate face would jump scare you in the middle of gameplay and prevent you from progressing. The game also has many more smaller tricks up its sleeve, but for those you should watch Robin's amazing video on the topic, where most of this information came from anyway. I actually remember this happened to me when I streamed Rayman 2 on PC. I couldn't get past Iron Mountains because the pirate head would just keep popping back in, even though it was a legitimate copy of the game. Xowar.
Yeah.
Xowar is a scrapped character from Rayman 3.
What
Despite
the?
being featured in a lot of promotional
The
material,
giant
it does not appear in the game
giant
aside from
gorilla.
the Easter eggs. Few wanted posters of Xowar can be seen here and there, and the Tower of Leptus has a secret room with Xowar's model in it. Based on scrapped story details, Xowar would have originally been the boss of Clearleaf Forest. There are even traces of a planned minigame featuring Xowar, where the player would have ran away from it while Xowar tries to catch him. Kind of like Crash Bandicoot, I guess. Rayman 3's unused creatures.
Unused
Over the years,
creatures.
a plethora of intriguing concept art for Rayman 3 has surfaced, showing how much planning went into the world design and its inhabitants. A lot of interesting looking creatures were planned, but only a few of them ever made it into the final game. Scrapped hoodlums. There exists a bunch of various hoodlums that never made it past concept art phases. Some of these are the small gunslinger hoodlum, Kagobinome, Scaleman, and the Siamese hoodlum, as they're called. Out of all the mentioned hoodlums, only Scaleman was ever used in a game. He appeared as a boss in Rayman 3 GPA.
Okay.
I should also take this opportunity
scrap hoodlums. Cool live stream, thanks, Iggy. Thanks. Wait, hold on, let me check. I used to have his friend in Spanish class, and his friend thinks that I am thinking that I am sensitive, sensitive to loud noises, even though I am not. I have autism and ADHD. I'm loud noises. Yeah. As you say, yeah, man. Oh my god, man. God, these people are so stupid. God, man, God, these people are so stupid. My God.
To mention other scrapped enemies from Rayman 3, like the Hoover and Snorty. There we go. Though I don't think Snorty was an enemy.
Snorty.
Mama Hite. Mama Hite is a scrapped character from Rayman
What the heck?
Origins, who is part of the Globox species.
What that?
She also bears a lot of similarities to Big Mama, and it's theorized that in the original scrap story, she was the one to transform into Big Mama instead of Big
Okay,
Mama.
okay.
In the final game, Bubble Dreamer can still mention Mama Hite and suggest they apparently had a relationship at some point. It is also suggested that Mama Hite was the modern version called Big Mama, and she's like pink glow box. Okay, so play Jeff. In Rayman 2, in the level Tomb of the Ancients, there exists a secret passageway that takes the player to a small campfire area where a large man can be seen playing a guitar with some baby glow boxes. This secret is normally out of reach, but you can reach it by typing Play Jeff with your keyboard, or by entering a specific button combination in the console versions. So why is it named Play Jeff? To directly quote RayWiki, the cheat was originally created by the developer Richie, real name Arnaud Guillon, for the Nintendo 64 version of the game. Upon porting the game to PC, the cheat got named to Play Jeff, which was the key combination needed to access it there. Richie posted details about this cheat on his website back in
Zone
2002,
2.
but it wasn't discovered by the Rayman community until 2019. There he lists other cheats
Hmm.
as well, most which appear to be named
Ah.
reference, also known as Francois Quebec, confirmed that the person playing the guitar was in fact
Oh,
Rayman
alright.
himself. Rayman
Lost
2's
levels.
Lost Levels.
Like
Now this
Mario,
entry is
Super Mario Bros. Lost levels?
not real but also real, because Rayman 2 has a lot of level geometry that never made it into the final game, and has only been featured in like pictures and early screenshots. More notable examples being traditional platforming segments from the scrapped human character from the cancelled Phoenix Rayman 4. One would have been, but concept art of her can be found in the Rayman history book. Rayman 2 Steam version. A
Okay.
little known fact is that
Steam
Rayman
version.
2 was officially released on Steam, but you could only get it if you pre-ordered Rayman Origins there. Let's move on to layer 4. Early Fouch boss. Early footage of Rayman 2 shows a lot of gameplay differences. One of them being an early Fouch boss. Instead of running circles where he chases you Crash Bandicoot style, he would be stationary in the middle and you'd hop around him on
Yeah,
all
where's.
fours, shooting at him. Red glow box. Okay, this one is gonna be a doozy. So, before it was revealed that Glowbox was originally red in the secret tables of Rayman Origins, the
Huh?
beta version, a similar adult-sized red Glowbox character was seen in some old gameplay
Ah.
footage. The character is prominently featured in the old trailer of Rayman Adventures, and a red Glowbox can also seen in one of the Rayman 2 adverts from back in the day. It has
Mm.
striking similarities with Catastrox, but they're like obviously still not
Man,
the
this
same.
man.
The other one is a baby Glowbox, the other one is an adult Glowbox who has the pirate logo like tattooed onto his belly.
Yeah.
Also, a red adult Glowbox can be found from the Glowbox village area on the Dreamcast version of Rayman 2. There's just so many red Glowboxes out there, and it's confusing.
Oh my
What's
god.
this red Glowbox? Miss Black Bunny. After the DS version of
Let's
Rayman
talk
3
about.
Rabbids
Oh,
was actually
what's his
made
name?
into a
Edge.
Rabbids game, there still existed unused story details
Okay,
that
all
were
right.
found from the game's files. The story would have featured Dark Rayman returning, trying to exact his revenge on Rayman. He wore a costume and pretended to be a character called Miss Black Bunny, and the reveal that he's actually Dark Rayman would have happened after the final boss. Rayman prototype plushie.
Good. For
During the
that plushie.
creation of Rayman 1, or after it rather, a plushie of Rayman was prototyped. An ex-Ubisoft employee actually did give a copy of it to a single Rayman fan, and
What
he
the
left
heck?
it pictured. It's extremely
That is
sweet.
terrible.
I would love to have this Crumboli in my collection. Rayman Bubblegum. On the
Bubblegum.
back of the box for the
That
Rayman
boy,
2
I don't know. That
Collector's
I can't.
Edition, a picture of
That's
Rayman Bubblegum can be seen. This was originally bundled with the Collector's Edition, though no pictures of records of it online exist. Probably because it was a food product and it was either eaten up or thrown away when the game came out back
yeah.
in the day. Extra hoodlum. For some reason, in the non-standard language versions of Rayman 3, there exists an extra hoodlum at the start of Fairy Council 3. The hoodlum is also titled Rayman Cousin.
Wait, hold on.
The
Wait,
people
let's
of
see this.
Prus are a mysterious group of people who are only ever mentioned.
God, it's lagging. The stream is like. Wait. Okay, hold on. I'm giving this stream a infinite out of 10. Oh wow, infinite out of 10. Wow, that is crazy. But thank you.
In Lee's character description from the Rayman 2 short story report 20Z, it is stated that, quote, Lee is a wild and independent fairy. She dresses like the people of Prus, shares their secrets, and like Rayman, protects them from harm. End quote. People of Prus are never mentioned anywhere else. We don't know who they are, but apparently Lee dresses up like them, and Lee and Rayman protect them. Rayman Adventures. So you might be like, what is Rayman
Rayman's
Adventures doing
Adventures.
here? It's a mobile game, but I got you there. Rayman Adventures was the working title of a game that was cancelled way back. The title was later used for the mobile game, which otherwise has no relation to the cancelled title. One CGI trailer of Rayman Adventures exists, showcasing Rayman fighting the Robo-Pirates from Rayman 2. Glowbox and a red adult Glowbox. Once again, red Glowbox is back. Can be seen.
The Rayman Rag
It is
Glowbox.
unknown if
You're
Rayman
coming back.
Adventures is related to the cancelled Rayman 2000 game, since they're from the same time. So this whole thing is kinda muddled, in my opinion, because we just don't know. Is Rayman Adventures a game or the TV show?
I don't know.
Apparently, some dev once mentioned that Rayman Adventures was a cancelled game, but that's all we have.
Okay, alright.
Mercedes is the internal name for Space Mama, being
Oh,
reference
okay.
to an actress appearing in a French washing machine commercial. Not sure which commercial we're talking about, but yeah. Space Mama's whole appearance is a reference to an old commercial where some old lady is advertising washing machines and swinging around a pin roll, whatever it's called. Coronavirus and chocolate.
Oh boy.
In Rayman Mini, Mr. Dark
Like
appears
how you say
and can be
coronavirus.
found giving you different
How do you
optional
say that?
daily quests. He talks with lowly grunts like if you isolate the sound clips and reverse them, he's saying stuff like coronavirus and chocolate in French. Hall of Doors Mysteries. The map in Rayman 2, called the Hall of Doors, contains a few interesting scrapped features. One is a connection
Great. A horrible day is what I asked for. Yeah. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Evelyn. Really, really sorry to hear that. Did this happen to you?
between the Echoing Caves and the Fairy Glade. This is most likely a scrapped shortcut, since most versions of Rayman 2 have a passageway leading back to the Fairy Glade from Echoing Caves. Another inaccessible portal exists in the waterfall behind the first level, which would have led to a scrapped level we don't know much about. There was some text that implies that the scrapped level would have been the home planet of the pirates. It's called something like Surprise! Visit the pirate planet or something like that. I might remember that wrong, but that's why you should watch Robin's video on the subject. Bridge. The iconic Rayman 2 bridge
Bridge.
texture, you know, the yellow one from the first level, has been reused and repurposed over the course of history so many times. It's used in Rayman 2 in multiple places. It's used in Rayman 3 as Reflux's like wings, if I remember correctly. It's used in Rayman Raving Rabbids, Rayman M. It's used like everywhere, and it's always the most like not bridge thing out there. With blood.
With death.
This is one of the quotes Magician can say in Rayman Brain games. And it's funny because an otherwise kid-friendly game all of a sudden contains these
Okay, there's
quotes
22
which
minutes
has
left for
become
this
kind of a meme
video here.
community. The Sanctuary of Fire and Lava.
Yeah,
the
these
Sanctuary of
Iceberg
Rocks,
videos are really long.
early texts related to Rayman 2
Are long.
suggest that the original
Not really
Sanctuary
long,
names
just long.
were Sanctuary of Fire and Lava and the Sanctuary of Rock and Stone.
Oh,
In
whatever.
retrospect, these names would have made more sense considering the elemental theming of each sanctuary. Girlfriend mode.
Girlfriend
So,
mode.
in Rayman Legends for the Wii U, another player can take control of Murphy and just click stuff while the other player runs
Yeah.
and walks around. Internally, this co-op mode is called the girlfriend mode.
It's a girlfriend.
Damn French.
Oh, okay. For a
Joke
second,
object names.
for a second, I thought about Heather,
Source
but
of
no.
Rayman 3. Some assets and objects feature joke names.
Joke name.
These include Nicolas Cage as a cage object,
What?
and Canon, and Doc Dick 1, Doc Dick 2, and Doc Dick 3. Bog of Merc
Caden.
connected maps. So in Rayman 3, if you take a look at the Bog of Merc level geometry, you can see the first two maps include a
Match
copy
3 and
of
4.
the other map inside of them. Some of the geometry is like older and less detailed, which kind of suggests that the maps were once supposed to be a single long lever instead of separated into two. According to an old Rayman 3 guide, the level could have also been the place for a minigame where Xovar is chasing you around. Rayman 3 scrapped story. Again.
Oh my god,
I
again?
decided to put this entry slightly lower than the previous scrapped story because I feel like less people know about this. So, after moving away from the darker themes of the original story draft, Rayman 3 had a way more wacky and crazy story. But even this story was altered before the
So
full
what is this?
release of the game.
Uh,
According to this earlier version of the story, found from the game's files, instead of destroying the heart of the world, the hoodlums were originally bank robbers and robbed the central bank. Hence, why you collect gems and destroy piggy banks in the game. The Fairy Council was called the Garden of the Central Bank. Instead of breaking into the heart of the world, Andre would break into a vault called the Jackpot.
what?
Traces of this can still be found in the final game, namely with you collecting gems and the piggy packs, and how the windows in the Fairy Council are shaped like gems.
Wow.
Rayman
Huh.
TV pilot. So,
Pilot.
thanks to some concept art, which has been found over the years, we can have a glimpse at some of the early storyboards for the animated series. Rayman originally had a very different look.
What the heck?
His friends.
Yeah, they look totally different.
Funnily enough, Lacmac is the only character who remained largely the same.
Okay. How much sneeze there? Holy crap.
Here we can see some other stuff.
Hmm.
There's Mac.
Wow, there's some like a lot of storyboard of the pilot of the Rayman series, TV series. Is that about it?
Globber.
Okay. Globber.
This is my redemption, guys. This is my personal redemption. It's time to put the record straight. Because when I narrated that,
Is this supposed to be like Globex like original name?
I got this one wrong, and people were like, so here we go. Here we go. Globber can mean two things. First, it's the name of a flash
Oh, okay,
game
flash game.
that was available on the official Rayman 2 website. It was apparently a Frogger clone, but sadly the game was never
Oh.
archived and is now considered
Oh,
lost
okay.
media.
Lost media.
Second, according to the Rayman Zone magazine, Glopper was Globox's original
Oh,
name
wow.
before he apparently gave it
I
to
just said
his
something like that.
sons and renamed himself Globox after that. Stupid, I know.
Wow.
Rayman 4
Dude, a
DS.
lot of Rayman
Thanks
4.
to a leak that happened in 2018, we know that before being turned into a Rayman Raving Rabbids game, the game had a very different setting and story. The game would have followed Rayman as he searches for three elemental guardians and tries to restore the balance of an alternate universe, while a dark guardian tries to stop him. This is a whole topic of its own, so if you guys are interested, check out this amazing video by Drooly on the subject. Rayman 2000. So Rayman 2000 was apparently the
Rayman
codename
2000.
direct
On a
sequel to
PC.
Rayman 2 that was briefly being worked on after the success of Rayman 2. Based on some of the concept art, the game would have featured a more urban look to it. Some of the concept art and setting.
I don't know what to do anymore, Matheus. Oh man, yeah. Again, as I said, I'm really sorry to hear that you've been like going, been suffering, you've been going. Okay, I mean, you've been going out for a lot of this, suffering a lot of this, Evelyn. Yeah, I really sorry to hear about this. Oh man.
Were most likely repurposed for the animated series later on. And this is the whole thing. Rayman Adventures, Rayman 2000, Rayman the Animated Series concept art. It's kind of like this mess, and we don't really know for sure what any of it is. But that's what we have so far. Blue body, yellow hoodie. So some early. I feel like every single entry starts with me going. So some early. Okay, some early pictures, screenshots of Rayman 3 show Rayman with a blue body and a yellow hoodie instead of a purple body and a
My
red
God.
hoodie. Maybe
Again.
it's a costume or an early design, test design texture swap of the hoodlum power machine can whatever power-ups. Who really knows? But yeah, early screenshots exist showing him with these colors instead. Report N20Z. So this one is interesting. Report
And then
N20Z
what
is a
the
series of
heck?
6 short blurbs of text which talk about the world of Rayman 2 before the invasion of the Robopunks. The
Oh,
text were released on the official webpage for Rayman 2. This is also where the People of Chris stuff comes from. Rayman 1 Egypt World. In 2022, Ubisoft held an art exhibit where a lot of old concept art for their games were shown. One of these pieces was for Rayman 1, and it included a very Egypt-looking environment. Since the shape and size resembled the loading screen images of the funnel game, it's speculated that this was concept art for a scrapped Egypt world or sand-themed world. It's worth pointing out, though, that no other piece of concept art or anything related to any Egypt or sand-themed thing has ever been found for Rayman 1. This does not mean that an scrapped Egypt world does not exist, but unless we find something, I highly doubt it. My personal theory is that it was just some sort of concept art for Pixar City's loading screens, because especially since it was bundled in with the other same-sized images right here.
yeah.
Globox rules. So this
Global
one is
rules.
funny. Globox rules is a supposed fake cheat code for Rayman 2 found from an old
Oh.
magazine. The cheat code does not exist in the game. And apparently, this was one of those cheat codes that magazines would print out on purpose as fake ones to see which web page or other magazine like copied them without crediting them. Robot hoodlums. So thanks to the
Good
Rayman
more.
3 art book, we have some concept art of robotic hoodlums.
More
And apparently,
ones.
one of, or the original story draft for Rayman 3, featured robots invading from outer space and trying to get the world's natural resources like wood and water and whatnot. My fair lack Mac. Although only
Black
4
man.
episodes of Rayman animated series were ever released,
Yeah.
there are rumors of one more being made, or at
Alright.
least partially finished. One of these episodes being the 5th episode called My Fair Lack Mac. Only a couple of unfinished renders of the episodes can be found from an old portfolio site of one of the animators. Muse of the Poets. Muse of the Poets is a character from the lore of Rayman 2. According to the Rayman 2 official guide, she was the wife of Polocus and the mother of the Teensies. She was so ashamed of the ugly Teensies that she supposedly hid away in the forest and was never seen again. Rayman 2 Hidden Messages. In the Dreamcast version of Rayman 2, by performing different tasks in different levels, like secret button combinations, secret messages can be activated. Rayman 2 Telescopic Fist. This one is kind of a silly little thing. In the final version of Rayman 2, Rayman shoots magic bullets with his hands. But this wasn't always the case. Early footage of the game shows Rayman shooting out actual fists, just like in Rayman 1. The actual fist model can be seen like flying.
Okay.
An unused
Sure.
an unused texture file
Kill
of
it,
the
run-
shirtless Rayman was found from the files of Rayman
Oh
3
my god.
XP. The textures match the Rayman
What
2
the
model,
hell?
so they were most likely meant to be used with the early
So,
designs of
so
Rayman
Wrigley
2.
got a lot of
Now we
shirtless characters,
go.
man. Now,
Now we
now
go.
for Rayman.
Rayman 2 Back to School.
Back to school.
Rayman 2 Back to School is a supposed unreleased game from the year 2001. It is unknown what this game would have been about, but the name suggests some sort of a learning game akin to Rayman Brain games. The name of the game has been spotted only a couple of times on listings about upcoming games. And of course, I will take this moment to mention the amazing fan project based on the idea that was developed as an April Fool's joke. And it completely bamboozled me. Special McDonald's figurines. Not sure if this should be this deep, but
Just make that
I
figurines.
don't know if a lot of people talk
Yeah,
about it, so I'm gonna mention it
so-
here. So during the McDonald's figurines campaign, the Rayman sitting on the plum figurine was also released in silver and gold. Not real metals, by the way, just silver and gold colored.
Okay.
And there was a contest that if you found one of these rare silver or gold figurines from your bags, you would win a copy of Rayman 2 or an entire PC and a Rayman 2. The thing is, pictures of these have never surfaced ever. So it was, for the longest time, it was like considered that maybe it wasn't even real. But a few years back, pictures of the silver figurine actually surfaced on Vinted. Rayman murdering Mario. Thanks to
What?
Michel Guarne,
Like,
the author
oh
of the
my
Rayman
god.
history book, we know this picture depicting Rayman murdering Mario was made by one of the devs during the development of Rayman 2. The text roughly reads, I don't have arms, but he doesn't have a head anymore. I also remember a picture of Rayman holding a decapitated Tilly head. I don't know about that picture, but I mean, the author of the history book said it's real. Were they lying? I even found the post where they explained how it came to be. If it actually turns out to be fake after I post this video on YouTube, please get in touch, original creator. That would be extremely funny. Okay, but Rayman rap.
Okay.
According to Mission
Rayman
himself,
rap.
during the production of Rayman 1, a set of rap lyrics were written for the world map theme of the game, which was supposed to be like the hip and cool theme song of Rayman. But these lyrics have never been released to the public.
Rip.
In 2013, YouTube musician Dan Bull also made a rap song about Rayman to promote Rayman Legends, but this rap song has nothing to do with the unreleased original one. Professor Hendrix. In the original story draft for Rayman 1, where a boy named Jimmy would get sucked into a PC, he actually had a professor uncle named Hendrix, whose lab Jimmy would enter, where this sucking accident would happen. The names Jimmy and Hendrix were a reference to the musician Jimi Hendrix. Killing the Red Drummer. In Rayman 1,
The Red
in
Drummer.
the final screen of Bongo Hills, there are these giant enemies, giant red drummers, who you're just supposed to avoid. But you can actually kill them. If you punch their head 256 times, and you execute the last punch frame perfectly, the enemy dies, and the level ends.
Wow.
This is old code related to when the Red Drummer was supposed to be a mini-boss. Maybe kind of like the Tentacle Flower. Instead of removing the code altogether, they left it in and just increased the HP to like 256, so people would never know this. The Seventh Cage. So in the
7 cage.
GSI version of Rayman 1, it's possible to find 7 cages in Bongo Hills. The 7th extra cage is placed in the 4th screen and can only be opened by replaying the level without breaking the 2 cages in screen 4 first. Hyper teensy. So in the end credits of GameCube version, to be specific, if you eject and reinsert the disc, the dancing teensy will slowly start to slow down until he barely moves, and then he will start dancing super hyper speed, like Rayman Super messages. In the Atari Jaguar version of Rayman 1,
You only gotta dance.
menu, if the player enters specific button combinations, a text showing developer messages starts to scroll at the bottom. These are all kinds of like greetings to friends and family, but there's also some weird ones. All right, final layer time.
Half final.
Let me dig out some good music for this. Rayman 3 fake cheat codes. In a Polish magazine featuring Rayman 3, some cheat codes are shown which don't exist in the game. Nor do they even make a lot of sense. The cheat codes are Kletto, Rayman Superpower, Kobot, all levels, Lopdet, all Leptus powers, Bill, run faster, and Hoodlum, become a Hoodlum. Apparently it also has a spelling mistake in Polish, explaining the cheat. These do not exist in the game, and yeah, like mentioned, they don't make any sense in the context of the game. Someone made them up. Iron Mountain's Mystery Switch. In the Dreamcast version of Rayman 2, in the level Iron Mountains, when you enter the wooden door, there is a switch that opens the gate. But for some reason, you can hit the switch again, which closes the gate.
Really?
And this only happens in the Dreamcast version.
Okay.
It's the only switch ever
on
with
Dreamcast.
double functionality like that. The game that never was and never happened. In 2022, composer Grant Kirkhope, who had worked on the Mario and Rabbids series, said on Twitter that he had very briefly worked on some sort of a Rayman-related pitch, composing a couple of music tracks for it. The music tracks were published on his Bandcamp, titled The Game That Never Was and Never Happened. After this tweet gained a lot of attention, Grant Kirkhope quickly deleted it and the music from his Bandcamp page.
Wow.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters? Oh, really? Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. Alright, so let's see. Ghostbusters. I'm back, by the way.
Now get ready, guys. This one is insane. The Ghostbusters theme song can be for some reason found from the Rayman Classic APK.
Really?
Insane, I know. Rayman M scrapped
Okay.
Thanks to concept art shared by Matteo Ceccotti, we have images of a piranha mech that didn't make it to the final game. According to them, the character didn't make the cut because of how similar the final Henchman 1000 model was. And while we're at it, here's some other concept art for Henchman 1000 as well. Rayman 2 box art bridge. The bridge of the Rayman 2 box art is cut off at the bottom in every version except for one promotional card only found in the original Italian PC release of the game. Look, the bridge isn't cut off. The render continues. Rayman 3 HD moved wall. I swear,
Move wall.
these entries of the final layer are so funny. In Rayman 3 HD, in the longest shortcut tree, one of the walls has been moved slightly. Here's the normal,
Okay.
and here's the HD.
Yeah, that looks different. It's different.
Oh my god, guys. Kevin,
Heaven.
you're not gonna believe it. So, we know the early story draft for Rayman's NES calls Rayman Jimmy, but there exists a single magazine article that calls him Kevin instead.
Kevin, even.
Holy Diablo. In
Diablo.
Rayman Designer,
Oh
the
my
level
god, these
Pistop
one.
Tempest features the text Diablo written out by using the tiles of the game. This text is a signature used by the developer Christoph Caveland. Cooking, 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 cooking.
Just cooking.
In the UbiArt editor, if you import a new texture, this is the image that's used as a placeholder while the texture is being loaded. Or alternatively, this one. And in the latest iteration of the UbiArt editor, which I think is Just Dance, one of them, it was replaced with this.
Troll face. Okay.
Rayman's butt crack in Rayman 3.
Butt crack.
So, in Rayman 3, if you zoom really close to Rayman's buttocks, you can see a crease on his butt.
Wait, really?
For the longest time, it was theorized that
Oh
this
yeah,
was
oh yeah.
actually
You can actually. See, I didn't
the
even notice.
shoe texture
I never
sinking
even
in
noticed
inside
this.
causing this crease. But it turns out this is completely fake and you just got bamboozled.
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow,
the end of the iceberg!
wow, that was the last one. Okay.
The last layer was amazing. I was afraid the last layer would have been like, but it kind of was. Like, there's no big mysterious secrets in Rayman to talk about anyway. So, just
Oh, I
a joke,
sneeze.
but yeah, I'm still happy with this. Like I said at the beginning, I already had 150 plus entries here. I probably missed a lot, like the freaking Rayman M, the challenge. But if you feel like I missed something or I got something wrong, feel free to leave a comment on the YouTube video, and I will be sure to make a pinned comment, listing them. But also, if you feel like I missed something, I don't care.
Okay. But then, as someone created in the chat informed me that Raymond's butt crack is actually real. It is. It actually is.
We're going back. We're going back. We need to settle this right now. There's a texture seam happening there. Oh my god. Why don't you boot up the game yourself to have more clear vision? I don't have PlayStation 2 hooked up. Look in Raymap. That's yes. We're gonna boot up Raymap and have the most HD look at Rayman's ass crack. So here we have Rayman.
Huh?
Let's go under here. Not that much. Wait, where am I?
What the hell? Wait, oh, you got to okay. You got.
Okay, Rayman. Stop changing like skin. Wait, why did he turn red? Now I can't look at his pure ass. I see a slight seam.
Why is
there.
he changing color? Is he like a? Are you doing like a coat?
Okay, that
I'm out of it.
disables the animations. There we have it, guys.
It exactly is.
Oh, Rayman has a vagina.
What? What the hell?
That's it. It's here in the other versions too. Okay, guys. Okay. I know how to solve this. I was talking about Rayman's ass crack.
Oh
You guys were talking about Rayman's pussy. How about that? Let's settle it like that. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I think that's good.
Oh my god, guys, that was a good video, a good iceberg video. But at the end, man, it was funny. Dude, that was so. That was no, I don't really. Oh my god. Let's see. Should we raise someone? I think I can raise someone here. No, no, please.